Clarets TV talking to Chelmsford City manager Robbie Simpson following the 1-0 defeat here against Eastbourne Borough. Robbie, what was your view of that one?
Gutting, really. Yeah, I feel like someone's punched me in the stomach, to be honest with you. I thought first half I was really pleased with our performance. I thought we got the ball down and played really, really well in tough conditions with the wind and the pitch. And I thought we played really well, and we definitely created one or two really good opportunities. And I thought that going into half time, we mentioned lots how well we done, and now this half we need to be full of energy, pressing them and keep them in their half. And I just didn't see that second half from us. We didn't have real impetus or energy in that second half. We kind of dropped our levels and sat off them and weren't really on the front foot. They never looked like troubling us, to be honest, still, but we looked a bit toothless in that second half. We never really got ourselves going at all. And that was our downfall of the day, really. And to lose, when there's a game like that, you just got to make sure you don't lose. And unfortunately, we didn't. They got in a good area. I don't think it was a particularly good cross, but somehow has ended in our net. And I'll have to watch it back, but I don't know how it's gone in. But it's one of our pictures, speaking to fans and others around the centre. We were unlucky today. We deserved more. It just wasn't our day. But we have to try and make it our day. We have to try and not make it down to luck. And I thought after that first half performance, we should have really dominated that second half and not hoped for a bit of luck. I'm gutted with the result. Positive first half performance, but second half I'm a bit disappointed with our energy levels and our impetus.
Yeah, you say about sort of making it our day, and Tom and Charlie put themselves about that. There was chances. It was just a case of not really falling for us today, wasn't it? For one reason or another. Yeah,
but like I say, you've got to make it fall for you. You've got to have that determination and desire and clinical nature about you that I'm going to score. I'm not going to let anybody else have any influence. I'm going to score. I'm going to get in that box. I'm going to produce a good cross. And that's the little details that get you to levels higher. And we didn't quite have that today. We were just a bit toothless, to be honest.
Yeah, and then on their goal, it's a cross, and I think it goes in off Jacob. I think it's gone down as an own goal, but it's an unlucky one, really, and it sort of cost us the game, hasn't it?
Yeah, you said the word there, unlucky. We've got to make it not unlucky. We've gone to ground, and I felt like a couple of times, quite a lot in that second half, we were, when it was a 50-50 and a tussle, we came off just a bit second best. We were a bit, like I say, not on the front foot with real confidence and impetus, and they knew that they had to be against the wind, and they were that. So we did it to them in the first half, and they kind of did it to us. Not so much really in the second half, but I expected more from us second half. And fair play to them. They kept going, and they knew it would be hard. And their players walking off the pitch saying that we played really well and we're unlucky, and I don't really like to hear that. It makes me feel worse.
Yeah, looking at a positive though in sort of the direction that the club's going, with Luke Deslanders getting his first start today after stepping up from the academy. I think he scored 4 on Wednesday, didn't he? So what was the thought process behind then? And it was a really strong performance from the young player, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought he did really well. It was over the last 2 or 3 weeks in training, he's really stepped up in terms of his physical nature and realising what he has to do to play at this level. And he was deserving of a start for that, really. And the goals on Wednesday obviously were in my mind as well, because we need to get goals on that pitch. And I thought he did really well for a 17-year-old or 18-year-old. He is now just turned. I thought it was a difficult pitch, but at times I thought he got the ball down really well and showed some real quality. So I'm really, really pleased for him.
Yeah, looking back over the past 4 games, we went into them having been unbeaten in 4 games and done really well, and now that's 4 defeats and a bounce for one reason or another. How do we go about now putting that right and going back into a good vein of form?
Yeah, well, we've been trying to put it right since the first loss, really. So we did well today. We hardly looked in trouble today, and like I said, I'd have hoped we'd have taken a minimum point out of that game, but for whatever happened with their goal, and. It doesn't get any easier. Obviously, we go to Dartford on Tuesday, and we're going to have to put in a real performance to get something out of that game, and they've got to be ready for that. That Dartford have lost today, so that might work in our favour. It might work against us. Who knows? But we've got to concentrate on us. I felt like we were hard to beat today. Like they didn't really have a sniff of goal, to be honest. But we got to get that back, and we got to just make it our day. We've got to stay on the front foot, keep the impetus all the time, and be confident that we're good players and we're a good team, because we are. We just got to show that really, and show real energy.
Yeah, you mentioned going to Dartford on Tuesday, and we've got to show that steel that we've already shown against them, really, in the home game here against them.
Yeah, it's a good point actually. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind for when I'm speaking to the players. So we just got to stick together, keep our heads up, stick together. We knew, I have to settle myself down sometimes. We knew that there'd be inconsistencies throughout the season and games, and we've definitely shown and proven that, and we've got to try and iron them out. And we are a young team. We are, and they're giving everything. They are. They don't mean to make mistakes. They don't mean to have a lack of energy. Maybe the first half took a lot out of them, but they're trying really, really hard. They really want to do well for each other and for the football club, and they'll continue to do that. And I'll help them hopefully get better and better. And but there's no, like I said last week, that our season's kind of on a knife edge. But there's no doubt about it now. We've been with teams winning below us today. We've been dragged down into it, so we need to get ourselves back to climbing the table again. To be honest, so points are the main thing.
Thanks, Robbie.
Thanks.